All right, y'all. Well, we're about 4 days away from the Super Bowl. Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to a brand new Talkin and Grubbin live stream. How's everybody doing on this Wednesday night? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing all right. Got my popcorn here. And I'm about to grub on. And I'm here tonight to preview Super Bowl 57 between the Philadelphia Eagles, the NFC champions, against the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs. All right, this is the Eagles' first Super Bowl appearance since 2017 when they won it. As you all remember, they ended up winning it with backup quarterback Nick Foles, who had a tremendous game and was named Super Bowl MVP after Carson Wentz had gone down late in the season. For the Chiefs, this is their third Super Bowl appearance in 4 years. They're trying to win their second one within this time period. It'll be their third as a franchise, while it would be the Eagles' second Super Bowl title as a franchise. You definitely got some pretty good storylines here. This is a great matchup. These are the two best teams in the NFL. They've proven it all season long. And now, question is, which one will leave Phoenix with that coveted Vince Lombardi trophy? Some good popcorn. Yep. Also, like I said, you definitely got some storylines here that I'm going to get into first before I get into this matchup. Let me finish this popcorn. Popcorn is good. All right. Now, the first storyline. This is the first Super Bowl to feature two black quarterbacks in Pat Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. Man, both of these dudes are phenomenal. Their rise is just, their fast rise has just been, that's been nothing but amazing. You know, Mahomes, he's already been to 2 Super Bowls, excuse me. He's won one, lost one. This is Jalen Hurts' first Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, this is the first time where two black members of a NFL team faced off in the Super Bowl since Tony Dungy and Lovie Smith made history as the first two black coaches to coach in the Super Bowl back in 2006, in which Tony Dungy's Colts ended up defeating Lovie Smith's Chicago Bears. So, this is just great to witness history right here. Being that this is February, this is also Black History Month. So I'm definitely excited to see just these two quarterbacks go at it to, show everybody on the biggest stage what they can do and see if they can lead their team to that championship that they've dreamed of ever since they were kids. Now for the second storyline, the Andy Reid factor. Now, as you all know, Andy Reid coached the Eagles for over a decade. He ended up making 4 NFC championship appearances. He also guided the Eagles to a Super Bowl where they fell short against the New England Patriots. Man, that's one of the best teams not to ever win a Super Bowl. They had the talent, man. You know, of course, Donovan McNabb was doing his thing. T.O. was doing his. Also, you had the Hall of Famer in Westbrook. I definitely thought that team at some point was going to win a Super Bowl. But unfortunately, things didn't work out. They let Andy Reid go. He went on to Kansas City. And he's done his thing there ever since then. So now, his current team is going up against his former team. And now he's going to try to defeat them for his second Super Bowl title as a head coach. Also, this is the first Super Bowl where 2 brothers are going to be playing against each other. Now, we had the McCourty twins playing with each other in the Super Bowl 53 as members of the New England Patriots. But now, brothers Travis Kelce, the tight end of the Kansas City Chiefs, as well as his brother Jason Kelce, the offensive lineman for the Eagles, are going to go against each other in the Super Bowl. You know, the Kelce's, both of them, they're from my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. So, this Super Bowl has some storylines as well as some historic storylines as well. All right. As you're coming into the live, make sure you hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. Also, if you're watching on Facebook, hit the like, or you can hit the heart icon. And if you're watching on Twitter, Twitch, hit that heart icon. Definitely do that. But man, this is one of the most anticipated Super Bowls in a while. Matter of fact, I haven't seen a Super Bowl this anticipated ever since, say, the Seahawks and Patriots. Where this Super Bowl can go either way. Because both of these teams are definitely equally matched. Also, excuse me. Also, both these teams are well coached. You know, definitely got to give the Eagles coach his props. I want to make sure I pronounce his name right. I don't want to mess up his name. You know, Nick Sirianni, he's done a tremendous job, you know, in his second year as the head coach of the Eagles. And he's only 41. So he's only 2 years older than me. So that's impressive. For him to get this team to the Super Bowl at that such of a young age, that's a great feat. And also, it'll definitely be a greater feat if the Eagles go on to win the Super Bowl. He will be one of the youngest coaches to ever win a Super Bowl. So, Another storyline you got here in this Super Bowl. Old Lion versus Young Lion. You know, you got the veteran Andy Reid, who's been here before. You know, he's made 2 Super Bowl appearances as a head coach. He's won 1. He's lost, 3, excuse me. He's won 1, lost 2. Sirianni, this is his first Super Bowl as a head coach. But who knows? Maybe lightning strikes twice, because as we all remember, Doug Peterson, he was a first-time head coach in the Super Bowl, going up against Bill Belichick, who won 6 Super Bowls within a 20-year period, and he ended up outlasting him and outcoaching him in that Super Bowl a few years ago in Super Bowl 52. So maybe Sirianni can do it here against Andy Reid. All right, also, let me know your thoughts in the chat about this Super Bowl. What you're excited to see. You can also leave your predictions in the chat on who you think will win. As I'll be giving my predictions close to the end of this live stream. But the Super Bowl is definitely one of my favorite sporting events. You know, you wait all day. Well, you wait all day anticipating the matchup that's about to unfold on the field. Also, we all anticipate the Super Bowl commercials as well. I know I still do. Maybe most people don't anymore, but I still want to see which commercials are good and not good. And also, the grub. You definitely look forward to the grub on Super Bowl Sunday. Especially if you're having playing a Super Bowl party, or you're going to a Super Bowl party. You definitely look forward to the grub. Because you are just gonna smash your favorite foods, laugh and talk with your family and friends. Also, gonna pay attention to the game closely for all you especially if you got some money on it. For all my gamblers out there, I know a lot of you are definitely gonna be looking at your FanDuel or DraftKings sports books constantly during the game to see where you're at, to see if you're gonna have a few some extra change in your pocket once the Super Bowl is over, or are you just gonna be going home broke? But yeah, that's just one of my favorite sporting events. I always look forward to the Super Bowl because you just never know what can happen in a game, or what memorable plays you're gonna see. Like that the David Tyree catch where he jumped up in the air over 2 defenders, got the ball, rested it on his helmet, and came down with it. Or my Browns fan doesn't want to mention this. James Harrison having the 99-yard pick 6 against the Cardinals in the Super Bowl. That's still one of the most memorable plays. Or game-winning drives, like, once again, Giants and Patriots, Eli Manning. Well, no, both of their games against the Patriots. First, Eli Manning having that one where he found Plexico Birds in the corner of the end zone. And then the accidental game winner, as I like to call it, with Ahmad Bradshaw, because he wasn't supposed to score. Initially, he was just supposed to tiptoe and drop down at the 1, but he went too fast and his momentum carried him into the end zone because the Giants wanted to milk the clock down as much as they can to not give Tom Brady any time for a chance at a game-winning touchdown. So I call that the accidental game winner because that was the game-winning touchdown that wasn't supposed to be. Or, we've seen history in the Super Bowl. Of course, the Patriots' big comeback from 28-3 down against the Falcons. The first Super Bowl ever went into overtime. So that's another reason you anticipate the Super Bowl. You don't know what moments. Oh, to all my Eagles fans, if you're watching, hey, y'all, the Eagles created a memory too. The Philly play. That's one of my favorite plays in Super Bowl history. The Philly play, where I'm trying to think. It was if y'all correct me if I'm wrong, it was Commit playing quarterback, and he threw it to Foles in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown on fourth down. That was a memorable play. That's definitely another play I always remember. Or Malcolm Smith having the pick six against Peyton Manning and the Broncos. Just so many Super Bowl memories that I can talk about, but I'm not going to get into it. Y'all more than welcome in the chat to talk about your favorite Super Bowl memory, Super Bowl plays, or just your favorite Super Bowl in general. But now I'm about to get into this matchup. Let's start with the offense. And guess what? And we all know the offense is driven by the quarterback. And we got two great quarterbacks here in this Super Bowl. Both of them are MVP caliber quarterbacks, excuse me. They're definitely going to get some MVP votes for this year. I think it's going to go to Mahomes, in my opinion. But Jalen Hurts, he's definitely going to get his love, and rightfully so, because he's definitely vital to this rise that the Eagles are on right now. Both of them have definitely been stellar in the playoffs. Jalen Hurts, he balled out against the Giants. He was pretty solid against the 49ers, but he didn't have to do much because, the Eagles defense and also the running game, they did their thing. Now, Mahomes was limited due to the fact that he suffered that injury against the Jaguars in the divisional game, but he definitely came up big against the Bengals, especially in the final seconds, as he, made the play with his legs to get the first down and also get the penalty call for him as the Bengals defender pushed him out of bounds. So that set up the ultimately the game-winning field goal that sent the Chiefs here to the Super Bowl. Now, both these quarterbacks, they're pretty similar. Both of them can definitely can throw the ball, but they can also shift out of the pocket and, can shift out of the pocket and make plays with their legs. Also, they can definitely move left or move right and find another open receiver down the field. These dudes are very crafty. They're definitely very smart players, and I definitely like watching them play, especially Hurts. This ain't me disrespecting Mahomes at all, but I've seen Mahomes play enough. I've done enough Chiefs live streams, okay, for the last few years. But you know, if you're either if you're a defensive coordinator on either team, you know, they definitely keep you up at night because they're just so crafty, they're so athletic. Also, they're great runners as well. And you definitely, if you're a defensive coordinator, you wonder how can you keep either Mahomes or Hurts in front of you where they don't extend plays with their legs. You just keep them in the pocket. So that's the main problem you have, whether you the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs or the defensive coordinator for the Eagles. How do you contain those two? All right, good people. I got to step away for a moment. I'll be right back. All right, my apologies for being away so long. Good people, got a little upset stomach, but I'm all right now. Good Burger, what's up, man? Glad to see you back here on another live. How you doing? All right, continue with my breakdown of the offenses. Now, the Eagles, they definitely have a high-powered offense. And Mahomes' main guy is the tight end Travis Kelce, who's just putting up monster numbers. He's definitely going to go down as one of the all-time great tight ends, if not the greatest tight end in NFL history. Also, he has the veteran Juju Smith-Schuster and also Marquez, Valdez-Scantling. Now, he played for a few years in Green Bay Packers with the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers. So he jumped from one all-time great QB to another. Also, Isaiah Pacheco, who's definitely been big for the Chiefs in the running game in these playoffs, especially the game he had against the Jacksonville Jaguars in the divisional game. But also, they definitely have a pretty good offensive line, anchored by the veteran left tackle Orlando Brown, as well as left guard Joe Thuney, right guard Trey Smith, and as well as right tackle Andrew Wiley. They are definitely a key to what Mahomes wants to do with his passing and running, also his maneuverability outside of the pocket. That way, no opposing defenses can get to him or try to definitely force turnovers. And they are one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. Excuse me. They do a great job of protecting Mahomes. Matter of fact, they've allowed the fewest sacks. In top 10 in the fewest sacks. My bad. Now, on the flip side, for the Eagles, Jalen Hurts definitely has a lot of go-to weapons, starting with wide receiver A.J. Brown, who they traded for from the Titans on draft night. Also, Devontae Smith, he's a good second wide receiver. Also, Miles Sanders, who had a monster year, matter of fact, a career year. Also, Boston Scott is a pretty serviceable running back, as well as Kenneth Gainwell, who had a career game against the Giants in the divisional with 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. So the Eagles definitely got a pretty good running game. Also, they definitely have some receivers that Hurts can throw the ball to. Oh, also, I forgot to mention Dallas Goedert, who's a pretty solid tight end himself. He may not be on the level of Kelce, but he definitely is pretty serviceable. He can definitely stretch the field a little bit and be that go-to guy in the end zone. And they definitely have a pretty nice offensive line, of course, anchored by Kelce's brother, Jason Kelce, but also Pro Bowler Lane Johnson, as well as Layden Dickerson. Also, Jordan Mailata. I hope I said his name right. If I didn't, I apologize. So both these teams are definitely well equipped offensively. Also, they definitely have great offensive lines. They have, for the most part, the Eagles definitely have more advantage in the run game, but the Chiefs' run game is pretty solid as well. But both these guys definitely have some weapons that they can go to get that first down or get that score in the end zone. Now, on the flip side, let's go to the defense. Starting with the Eagles definitely have one of the best defenses in the NFL that's anchored by defensive end Josh Sweat, as well as defensive tackle Javon Hargrave. Now, both these dudes definitely can get after the quarterback. They love to get pressure on them. Both of these guys have had all-pro years. They were named to the Pro Bowl. But also can't forget about Hassan Reddick. As we all know, he had a big game against the 49ers in the NFC Championship game. That dude was everywhere. And he was just just a beast, on that defensive line. Got a few sacks on Purdy, also forced the fumble, and also tipped the ball, tipped the ball that got intercepted. So can't forget about him. Also, you still got the holdovers from the last Super Bowl team and Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox. Also, Darius Slay, he's a pretty good cornerback. That dude's a ball hawk. He always has his nose on the ball. He could definitely match up with the best team's the other team's best wide receiver. So, man, this Eagles defense is no joke, man. They are one of the best defenses in the NFL. That front forward, man, they've had some career years. Those dudes love to get after the quarterback. They love to apply the pressure. They definitely want to bully your offensive line and make their lives miserable. Also, they are just aggressive. They definitely had their eyes on the ball, either to try to knock it out for a fumble or tip it up and get a pick, or get a pick themselves. Now, their run defense can be a little bit suspect to the run at times. They have given up some plays in the running game, but their pressure in the passing game definitely makes up a lot for it. Now, on the flip side for the Chiefs, they definitely have a good defense. Matter of fact, this defense has been playing lights out in the playoffs. It's been anchored by the veterans, defensive end Frank Clark, as well as defensive tackle Chris Jones. Also, Willie Gay, he's had a nice playoff so far. Carlos Dunlap, he's been good. He's paid dividends for him. Now, the Chiefs defense, they're definitely a step up from the defenses that were in the last two Super Bowls. They are more aggressive. They definitely love to apply the pressure in the front seven on the quarterback. They can definitely get home for the sack. Also, they definitely can force turnovers as well. Now, the Chiefs, they have a solid secondary, but the secondary is definitely accessible to big plays, as we saw against the Jaguars and Bengals. Definitely like the veteran Justin Reed. Also, the cornerback L'Jarius Sneed, he's a pretty solid corner. But this Chiefs front definitely loves to get after that the quarterback. They are aggressive. They never stop. They are relentless. They definitely want to push that offensive line around. And they will stop at nothing to do that until they break your offensive line down. So, Steve Spagnuolo, who was the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs here, his fingerprints are all over that. As a matter of fact, a lot of people forget Steve Spagnuolo was the defensive coordinator for the Giants when they won their first Super Bowl against the Patriots in 2007. And that was a top 10 defense. Definitely think the Chiefs would definitely be a top 10 defense if they could just shore up their secondary. If their secondary was a little bit more tighter, I think they could have the potential of being a top 10 defense. They're just outside of the top 10. I'm not gonna put them like 20th or anything. But they're just definitely some secondary help away from being a top 10 defense in the NFL. All right, coaching matchup. Now, as I mentioned earlier here in this live, this is sort of like the Reed Bowl. Andy Reid's current team is going up against his former team. He's been here before. He's been to 3 Super Bowls. He's won. One with the Eagles, 2 with the Chiefs. He's won 1 with the Chiefs. He's lost 2 with the Eagles and the Chiefs, respectively. But he definitely knows what it takes to get here. He knows how to prepare. Definitely knows how to strategize and game plan in this type of moment. So this definitely won't be no stranger to him. Now on the flip side, Nick Sirianni, the second-year coach of the Eagles. This is his first Super Bowl appearance as a head coach. And it's very remarkable the job he's done in his second year as the head coach. Last year, he led the Eagles to a playoff berth. As a wild card, they ended up, losing to Tampa Bay. But now he comes back stronger this year. He's guided this team to an NFC title and has them here within 1 win of their second Super Bowl title in franchise history. So he's definitely really making him a name for himself as a head coach very quickly, which is very rare for a head coach to, get that type of rise. But Nick Sirianni is definitely doing it. He's energetic. He loves to have fun. He's a PA guy. He definitely embraces that underdog, that chip on his shoulder, hardworking blue collar mentality. Even though he's a young coach and this is his first Super Bowl, I definitely don't think the lights are going to be too bright for him. He's going to still be himself, coach the way he's been coaching all season. And I definitely think he's going to have just lay back and have fun. Matter of fact, this team definitely matches his personality because, you see them on the sidelines. They enjoy having fun and just being loose. And I think that's how Sirianni's going to coach. And also, he's going to have his players be loose and just tell them to have fun and enjoy the moment. All right. So now, now the moment y'all been waiting for, my prediction. Who do I think will leave Phoenix with the coveted Lombardi trophy? Both of these teams are very equally matched. They're well coached. They both have high-powered offenses. They definitely have some pretty good defenses. Tremendous talent on both sides of the ball. All pro players, pro bowlers, future Hall of Famers on both sides of the ball. So this definitely is going to come down to the wire. It all depends which team, not only which team executes, because we know what the star is going to do, but you got to have that second gear dude. The guy you don't expect to do anything, but he ends up having an impact on whether you win or lose the Super Bowl. Like, for example, when the Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2012, Paul Kruger was that guy that came out of nowhere and stepped up and was definitely one of the main, was that second gear guy that got the Ravens over the top. We all know Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs, but you need that second gear guy to really push you over the top. So it's gonna come down to which second gear guy or guys can step up for their team and help their team bring home the Super Bowl and that Lombardi trophy back to the city and have the parade. So, and also, I know I'm making another Eagles reference again, but guys like LeGarrette Blount, he was a great second gear guy. Man won 3 Super Bowls for the Patriots and the Eagles. He was definitely the difference in those 3 Super Bowl titles that, that they won with him. So, yeah, you definitely need that second gear guy, in my opinion. That's why I like to call him. You need that second gear guy. You know what the stars are going to do. You know what they bring, but you really need that second gear guy or guys. Like David Tyree was for the Giants. He was their second gear guy. Or Malcolm Smith was the second gear guy for the Seahawks when they won it. Same with Santonio Holmes when he won the Super Bowl for the Steelers. You know, he had 100+ yards, had the game-winning touchdown, and ultimately ended up becoming Super Bowl MVP because of it. So the second gear guys I'm looking for on each team on both sides of the ball, who they could be, I'm going to start with the Eagles. Now on defense, the second gear guy I'm looking for is definitely Hassan Reddick. We just talked about him in the game he had in the NFC Championship game. Can he do this here once again in the Super Bowl against Pat Mahomes? Can he get to him? Can he frustrate him? Can he make his life miserable? Can he keep him in check in the pocket? Can he match him step for step if Mahomes goes outside the pocket or decides to make plays with his legs to extend drives or try to get into the end zone? So that's my second gear guy for the defense. Now, on offense for the Eagles, I'm looking at Devontae Smith. Now, we know what A.J. Brown can do. We definitely know what Miles Sanders can do. We definitely know what, Scott and just that whole running game can do. But I'm going to be looking at Devontae Smith. If Devontae Smith can take pressure off of A.J. Brown to where the whole Chiefs secondary does not focus on him, and he can definitely keep drives going or get some key first downs and maybe get a score or two in the end zone, then he's definitely done his job. And that definitely really opens up the Eagles offense because they can't just focus on A.J. Brown. They got to account for him too. And also another second gear guy that might be a possible second gear guy, Dallas Goedert, the tight end. Now Goddard, he's definitely been pretty solid during the season. It's been solid here in the playoffs, but if he can definitely extend drives for the Eagles, also can, protect Hurts when he needs to. And also, find ways to extend drives, then Goddard would definitely be a key factor in the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Now on the flip side for the Chiefs, okay, my second gear guy on defense that I'm going to be looking out for, I'm going to be looking out for the veteran linebacker Carlos Dunlap. Now, as you all know, he was in Cincinnati for decades, signed on with the Chiefs, and now this is finally he gets a shot at winning his first Super Bowl. So I definitely want to see how he's going to step up here in this moment. I want to see him definitely getting pressure on Hurts. Also, see if he can frustrate him, keep him in check in the pocket. Also, definitely make sure that he doesn't break loose for any big runs. I just want to see how Carlos Dunlap, the veteran, is going to do here as he finally gets his opportunity to play in the Super Bowl and to see how much of a factor he can be in winning this Super Bowl for the Chiefs. All right, on offense, I'm going to be looking at Scantling, excuse me. Now, we all know what Kelsey's going to do, but Scantling definitely has to be a big factor here in this Super Bowl for Mahomes because they're going to key in on Kelsey and everything he does. So Scantling has to definitely has to be that second gear guy, that other go-to guy for Mahomes, like he was against the Bengals. He ended up getting a touchdown during that game. So he definitely has to step up here in the Super Bowl. When his number's called, Mahomes throws it to him. He's definitely got to be ready, willing, and able to sell out not sell out, excuse me, but just be ready and open as much as possible. He's definitely got to get himself open as well. So he definitely needs to pick up where he left off here against the Bengals in the AFC Championship game and translate it here to the Super Bowl. As you know, the Super Bowl title is within sight for the Chiefs. All right, good people, I'm going to take a quick pause and I'll be back with my prediction. All right, I'm back, good people. What's going on, good burger? All right, so I expect this to be a very close game. This may be a shootout, but I definitely think it's going to come down to the wire. It could come down to who has the ball last, or this may even come down to overtime. We don't know. But this is going to be a great game. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a classic game that we're going to be talking about for a while. But I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles. It's just something special about this team. You know, it just seems like it seems like, sometimes a team is just destined to win. And I definitely think that may be the Eagles this year. Like, it's just their year. You know, kind of like how it was for them in 2017. It's like they were just destined to win. It was like it was just their time. And I feel that here again in this Super Bowl. So I got the Eagles. So let me know who you got for Super Bowl 57. Whether you leave it in the chat or if you watch the replay, you can leave it in the comments. Let me know who you got walking away with the Lombardi Trophy. Man, I cannot wait to do the live stream for this Super Bowl. Make sure y'all join me here late Sunday afternoon at 4:30 as I will be live for Super Bowl 57. My bad. As I'll be live for Super Bowl 57 between the Eagles and the Chiefs. Just definitely excited. I cannot wait. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, you can donate via Cash App or PayPal. Here's the Cash App cash tag, $ Talkin and Grubbin. Also, here's the PayPal email address, talkinandgrubbin@gmail.com. I greatly appreciate everyone who has supported the channel, past or present. Greatly appreciate it. Definitely thank you for your support. Y'all have helped me keep this channel going and growing. Oops, my bad. But yeah, there's not enough words to describe my appreciation for you. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your support. Also, you can buy the official merch at the Teespring store. That's available now. And I have a few deals that I'm giving since it's my birthday next month and I'm turning 40 years old. You'll get $40 off your purchase. Just type in the promo code BDAY, or you can get 30% off by typing in the promo code NY2023. And you can always get free shipping by typing in the promo code Teespring. I definitely appreciate everyone who has bought merch from the store, past or present. So go to the Teespring store, check it out right now. There's the link right there. I'm working on add some new things to the store. So those will be up soon. So definitely check that out. Once again, I appreciate all y'all joining me here for this live stream. Whether you tuned in on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch, I greatly appreciate it. Just glad that you took time out your Wednesday to hang out with me for a minute. I greatly appreciate it. I'll be back on live Saturday night for Lakers and Warriors. So until then, y'all have a good one. Oops. No problem, good burger. Definitely use one of those codes. But I got to get out of here, y'all. I thank y'all for joining me here for this live. Can't wait to do this Sunday afternoon with y'all for Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're all going to watch all the action and drama unfold as both these teams battle for the Lombardi Trophy. Let's see which team goes home with it. But like I said, I'll be live again Saturday night for Lakers and Warriors at 8 o'clock. So until then, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. Salute. Love you too. Y'all be safe. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good day. I'm out. Y'all be